Okay, so get ready because we're diving into something a little bit different today.
Hmm.
We are exploring color names,
Right.
but in Arabic.
Okay.
And our source material for this is a YouTube video.
Oh, cool.
It's actually for English speakers who are learning Arabic.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I thought it'd be really interesting to see what we could learn just from something as simple as learning color names.
Yeah, I think that would be really interesting. You know, I was looking at this video and it's so simple,
It is.
but it uses a really classic language learning technique, which is repetition.
Yeah.
But it's not just, repeating the word over and over and over again.
Right.
It's repeating it and pairing it with visuals and really clear pronunciation.
Uh-huh. And I think that's really smart, especially if you're a visual learner.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think for me, I'm really interested to see what we can learn about, the Arabic language just from listening to how these words are pronounced.
Absolutely. And I think even the simplicity of this video really highlights the differences between Arabic and English pronunciation.
Okay.
So I think this will be a really interesting deep dive.
Okay, so why don't we start with the word for red?
Okay.
So in the video, they pronounce it 3 times.
Right.
Red, red, red.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm already starting to hear the difference between the way that we pronounce the English word for red and the way that the Arabic word for red is pronounced.
Absolutely. So the Arabic R sound is formed further back in the throat.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of has this almost like a guttural G sound to it in English. And it creates this much richer, deeper sound than our typical English R. And I think that the video, by slowing down the word and repeating it, really allows you to hear that nuance.
Wow, so even in that one word red,
Uh-huh.
you can hear how different the phonetic structure is
Exactly.
compared to English.
Exactly. And, it's amazing to think about how just that one difference in how this sound is formed can influence the entire feel and flow of the language.
Right.
It's like discovering a whole new way of using your vocal cords. Wow.
When you're learning a new language.
That is incredible. It's making me think about when I was learning Spanish and trying to roll my R's.
Yeah.
I could not do it.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you focus on these core phonetic differences early on, that it can help make learning a language a little bit easier?
I think it's crucial. I think that if you can understand how sounds are produced in the language that you're trying to learn, it can really prevent you from falling back on your native language's pronunciation habits.
Right.
And I think, this video and its simplicity, it kind of nudges you in that direction.
I know you've totally changed how I see these simple color name videos.
Yeah.
Like when I see something like this on YouTube, now I'm going to think about it in a totally different way.
That's awesome.
What other hidden gems do you think that we could uncover in terms of language learning just by taking these kinds of deep dives into these simple but I think effective tools? Oh, I think that's the beauty of language learning. There's always something new to discover, even in the most basic elements. We could even take this a step further and think about the cultural nuances associated with colors
Yeah.
and how different societies perceive the world around them.
That's a really good
When it's based on, the way they use color and the names they give to colors.
That is so interesting. And I think this just proves our point that learning even a few words
Yes.
in another language can open up like a whole world
Absolutely.
of understanding and connection.
It's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And to all of our listeners out there, what other simple phrases could you learn today in another language? It's worth thinking about.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.